Amasoud asks, I have a G1 visa till November 2020. After expire, can I stay in the US as a legal? You know, a G1 visa, I believe that's some sort of a diplomatic visa. Please clarify. You have to have valid status in the United States. So let's talk about this issue to clarify. People have misunderstandings of this, and this may answer your question. A visa is a document issued by a U.S. embassy or consulate that gives you permission to knock at the door of the United States to be able to enter in. But once you're in the United States, the time you have here is depending on the status that you have. It's not the visa. So let me give you an example. A person may have a student visa they got from the embassy that's valid for 3 months or 5 years, whichever it is. Once they enter the United States, the visa doesn't apply anymore. Now you're in status, and as long as you're going to school, it's valid. Or let me give you another example. You might be on a tourist visa, and you get a 5-year tourist visa. However, once you enter the United States, usually that tourist visa will only stay valid for 6 months in most cases. So the visa length itself is just how much time you have to knock at the door of the United States to come in. But once you're in, a different time scheme goes into a different status, and I-94 is the form that you look for that comes into play. So be mindful of that, because I had an Australian client, for example, who had a 1-year tourist visa, and she came to the United States as a tourist and stayed 7 or 8 months because she thought she had a year-long visa. And so she was like, okay, I'm here, that's good. But no, it's 6 months status. The visa is only a year to come in. And I had another case where a person had a 3-month tourist visa, and they came to me after entering saying, we need to extend it, we need more time. I only got 3 months, and I said, no, you got a full 6 months based on your form I-94. That's the form that breaks down how much time you have once you enter. Your visa has just had 3 months to be able to enter the United States, but after that, different rules apply. So in this case, with the gentleman that asked, my G visa is going to expire in 2021 sometime. If you're in the United States and maintaining lawful status, like the student visa example, if your visa expires, your F1 student visa expires, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States. Now, if you leave, you will need to get a new visa to be able to come back in. But if you're here and you're maintaining status, that's fine. And one thing to be watchful for is make sure to keep your passport valid, hopefully more than 6 months until above the end date that you're going to be in the United States. That's the way to do it. You always want to have a long-lasting, valid passport with a late expiration date. Be careful of that. That could be an issue sometimes.